let's spend a minute to talk about key personal issues. What does that mean? What is a key person problem, and when do you have one? Typically, is when the broad example is when the business owner tries to do everything by himself and he becomes the minimum viable product of his own business. But it's not uncommon to medium and large businesses as well, where some key figures are taking the load for everyone else. So it's not just the classic 80-20 rule. It typically is 99 against 1% rule, where those figures tend to have a globalized distrust for everyone around them, and they need to have their hands in all the pies. That is just plainly stating it. It's just a bad culture. You need to create, if you want to create a systemized business, you need to make sure you trust your people, but you also need to allow for that trust to develop. So it starts with responsibilizing people, giving the room, the space to make mistakes, and making sure that those mistakes are not just punished, but the learnings out of those mistakes is rewarded to a degree. Creating a sense of ownership across all the departments, across all levels, creating a sense of Japanese culture, particularly the Kaizen systems and so on. They are very much focused, on creating individual leaders at all levels. Everybody is responsible for their work at a deeper level than just doing the work. They're responsible for the cleanness around them, for the organization of their desks, for everything, every aspect that they can have a say and they can take action on, they would, because it's part of the culture. So promote a similar culture. Think about how you want your people to operate and start having the conversations. Promote those cross-functional problem solving. Yes, some people should focus on specific outcomes in their jobs, but it doesn't mean that they should just ignore everything else. Yeah, so I hope that gives you something to think about and gives you some ideas on how to improve the culture in your organization. And I wish you, once you implement those type of little 1% improvements, you'll see massive, massive change across the board. Thanks for listening. Cheers.